Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Avi, and today I'll be playing a walking, talking doll, Revati. And with me today is my lovely, wonderful friend who I adore very much.
Hi. I am Morski, also known as Morski, and I pointed you, Avi. You're also super awesome and lovely. Hello. It's been a while since I was in an FPS. Um,
Welcome back. Also, for the sake of
yeah.
recording, my cat has a lot of energy, so there's a non-zero chance that the rattling noise will be picked up later.
Cat moments.
Cat moments. Um, she might have tired herself out by now, but we'll see.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Um.
but
Oh, I
yes.
don't think I've mentioned either, but I'll be playing my lovely lady detective Moria. So he who.
Speaking of Moria, it is the day after the meteor shower with all the star bits that rained down upon Villestown.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I mean, it's pretty chill right now. Um, Probably had a pretty usual work day. The star bits were very pretty. She enjoyed seeing them, but it's another day, and people need food, so she's buying groceries. Before she, well, before she heads on to back to the Layton house, probably also getting something so she and Tom have something back in the apartment. So
Mm-hmm.
she's getting a bit of that done. Uh,
I don't know. There's something really funny about these characters doing like mundane, everyday things. Like it's so soft.
I mean, but food's important, and it's like, sure, she's like the head detective of Town or whatever, but also she has a sibling. Uh, Definitely not a sibling. Don't worry about that one. And she's got many nephews. And definitely not a son who she loves very much. So yeah, she's gonna restock the pantry a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, and when she does have that, then like probably just heads back to the office. Might have forgotten something.
Mm.
Uh, forgot her lunch, so she wants to pick that up before someone like gets in there and accidentally fiddles with that. You know how it is.
Yeah. It's the funny funky lance you got as a gift.
Yeah, exactly. Which she is still super like she's very happy about. She's looking forward. Well, on one end, it's not good to like want to use it, but also she's looking forward to it whenever she can use it. It's fine. She probably destroyed some training dummies with it already.
Love that for her. Um,
It's enrichment, you see.
yeah.
Uh, but honestly, yeah, around this point, I'd say she'd be getting back to the office just to pick it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's probably while you're in the office, um, getting things done, picking up your lance, that you actually hear someone else enter the agency.
Alrighty. Um, well, I think very simply she's just gonna call out, "Hey, just a moment, and I'll be there."
All right. Yeah. Whoever's there is just gonna be silently waiting.
You got a name?
Oh, Revati.
Okay. Well, good to meet you, Revati. I am Moria. And I think Moria just about then comes out from wherever she's been fiddling with stuff. Uh,
Remind me again how tall Moria is.
She is 5'1".
I'm so sorry. She comes out, and the first thing Revati handed me was, "Oh, Marion sized."
Well, I mean, probably not wrong, but Lamar.
Marion is 5'1".
Okay, that's amazing. I did not know that.
It's Mario's canon height. He is 5'1".
That's amazing. I now know I'm canonically an inch taller than Marion. Well, Mario. Cool. Um, Flip the pick. I'm tiny compared to most characters in the Mushroom Kingdom. Anyways, um, anyways, you know what? Clearly, 5'1" is a good size to be as an awesome hero.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Revati, there is this albino lady. Well, you think she's albino? There is the red streak in her hair, but uh, and well, she definitely has the vibes of a detective.
All right. Actually, I think what he's going to say. You're Detective Moria, then.
Yes, I am. Welcome to my office.
All right. Thank you. Pleasure to meet you. He's actually going to hold out a hand for you to shake. Um,
She will go ahead and shake.
yes. As you shake it, very easy to tell that this is a wooden hand. And then.
Fair. I.
Mhm.
Or you go on. You go on.
In fact, the closer you look at this individual who introduced himself as Revati, um, he is entirely wooden, save for the clothing he's wearing and the metal joints. Uh, but you're talking to a Toon doll.
Alrighty. Well, oh, it's like Mori's just casually noted this down, but she's like, okay, that's cool. She has probably met multiple Toondles at this point. It's
Yeah,
been some years,
yeah.
so
You've been in iQuell for a long while.
yeah. Well, long enough.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
and I think Revati is actually going to continue. And he says, I came to Billstown because I heard there were a bunch of detectives here, and I heard you were the head detective of this agency.
that would be the case, yes. We do in fact have a fair few detectives here.
Oh,
Matches the Phantom Thief that like to come around here as well.
I still think
She's saying that she is saying that a bit as a joke. I don't know if it's clear.
I got it. I don't think Revati got it. Revati's brows kind of like raised, like, huh? You just let them in.
Well, Moria does because A, she thinks it's funny, and B, she thinks the Phantom Thieves are cool. I can't speak for the others, though.
um. I'm trying to figure out how to put into words something. Do you want to roll a quick insight?
Sure, I'd love to roll insight. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Alright, girl, what's your insight again? Wow, really? You're gonna do this to me, Dice? That was a net one. It's still a 13, but...
The 13, this guy's looking a bit nervous. Can't pick up more than that.
Can I ask out of character? Because the dice bullied.
My man's so out of his depth. He doesn't know if he's
Bless.
doing this right.
Oh, bless.
Uh,
Yeah, Moria notes that he's nervous, doesn't quite pick up why, so she will just wait patiently. Internally, she's going, I hope this isn't another case, this isn't another case like, the last big one,
oh
if you
gosh.
know, you know.
Yeah. The case of the missing man. Oof.
Haha. Yeah, yeah.
And, I think what he's gonna do after shaking your hand, he's uh, sorry, I am actually kind of new to this. I came here for a case. Is that the right term? I
Uh, it can be. It sounds like you might have a problem. Do you want to describe what it is, and then we can see from there?
yes, actually. He kind of brings his hands together and he's just, I am trying to look for something. I was mostly hoping someone around here would have seen something related to what I'm looking for.
Okay. Well, we do try to pay attention to what's happening around, though. Something's a little bit vague. That is to say, she is offering for Revati to explain some more because something has been happening here. Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Yeah.
Say it affectionately.
Yeah. Revati is trying to so hard. He's
Mhm.
he's also trying to like gauge this person because it's their first time meeting, and also it's her job.
No, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I hope the first impression is a good one. If they haven't sat down, by the way, Moria will like lead them to sit down and will like ask, does he want a drink or snacks?
He probably just asks for some tea if they've got it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, they definitely got it. I gave Moria my own cereal tea drinking habits, so they definitely got it.
You know what? Good for her. um. But as he sits down, and takes the cup in his hands, he's just like, it's a bit of a long story, I guess you could say. Um, I'm looking for
Okay.
I'm looking for things that fell out of the sky, and I know with what happened last night, that's a bit convoluted, but it actually happened before that. Um, I'm looking for stars, basically.
Okay. I assume it's not these star bits. Well, actually, with Moria, no, they're called star bits.
You could roll a history. Just like a really
Sure,
quick.
I.
I mean, it was. Hang on, it was brought up in the chat, so if she read it.
Yeah, she would have read it.
Yeah.
She would. Yeah, yeah. If like, even if I don't always comment, she likes to backlog the chat.
Yeah, and.
Uh,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
I think in that case he just goes, oh, no. The not the star bits, they're stars. Well, pieces? Let me start over.
Sure.
He's
Take your.
fumbling.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Take your time. Moria has a sip of her tea.
this this guy is trying so hard, Moria.
No, that's fair. She's catching on. So like, she's trying to do it so that she doesn't stress him out more. Like she's here and she's listening.
Mhm.
She was about to go home, but like she can at least hear this guy out.
A few. Hmm. I told you my name is Revati, and that's technically true. But my real name is
Mm-hmm.
actually. And he's going to say something in Celestial.
Okay. Let me double check what languages I gave Moria. Uh, she does not have Celestial, actually.
Alright. Uh, you just know he said something. And it's a very, very odd dialect. It almost sounds a bit like chimes and twinkling noises. Um,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, but he goes on to say, everybody just calls me Revati because it's easier to pronounce.
Ah,
Um,
that's fair.
I am from the Wishing Way Overfreed country. Um, a few months ago, something hit the Wishing Way and it broke into pieces. And I'm trying to find those pieces back so I can take them back home.
Okay. Uh, Obvious that Moria is noting that down. Would Moria know what the Wishing Way is? Is that something she could have possibly heard about?
That's a history check.
Cool. Well, Moria, have you heard about the Wishing Way? Well, that's a 15.
Alright, my next question would be would she look up, like, other places nearby Einquell?
I think so, yeah, especially after she's been here a while. She likes finding out about new things and
Yeah,
new places.
you've probably done some reading on Fruit Country specifically. Um,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some like different tourist destinations around the area. One of which is a place
Mm-hmm.
called aptly named Star Hill, with
Ah,
which it's with its prized. I can talk with its
it's good, no
prized
worries.
uh, shooting star summit. Um, and it is said that stars that fall from the Wishing Way uh, tend to land there, like shooting stars.
Oh, cool, cool. Well, Moria is visibly noting that down,
Mm-hmm.
and internally going, well, that's not good. Um, okay. So you said pieces are missing. What kind of Sandra Center? You've called them star pieces, right?
Well, they're actually called wishing pieces, but they are
Okay.
star shaped. Yes.
So you're searching for these wishing pieces. You said they are star-shaped, but how big can we expect them to be since they are part of a place?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to. I keep going back and forth on how big these things are, because
Mm-hmm.
the proportions in Mario RPG are so squart.
Yeah, yeah.
The star pieces are almost as big as people are.
Yeah, it's
At
no,
least,
I played the game. I watched the game. I've played it now, so I get you. I fully get you. So, but like Moria is just going, okay, so you're trying to find pieces of your home, probably. How big are we expecting them to be? What it's like theoretically, if any are found, would this guy even be able to take them back by himself?
he
She's trying to figure the logistics.
I think what he ends up doing, I know he did this in a previous FPS, but what he ends up doing is that he kind of like outlines the vague shape um with his fingers, and like two logic kicks in, you can see like a sort of like Grolix dotted line following the shape he's making. It's about almost up to his chest. If
That's
he were
cool.
standing.
That's cool. Alrighty, alrighty. Funny note is if the Grolix is like has meaning, she would understand it.
Yeah.
But she does have Grolix as a language. Can't speak it, but she can understand it.
I love that, actually. That's really fun.
Like, it's I don't know if I've managed to mention this before, but like she was dropped here in Einclose. So probably as part of her studies to get like a proper detective's license, she just went, okay, there are a lot of tunes here. It would be good if I can at least understand this language.
Yeah.
Since a lot of people speak it, and like there are some who can only speak it, so for ease's sake.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah. I don't think it actually just means anything. It's more like just the visual indicator.
Oh yeah, I getcha.
But he kind of just draws out the shape and he goes, "They're about that big."
Okay, that's good to know. There is a pause from Moria. Everybody can see her thinking, would Moria have seen anything then that night? Should I have her roll?
You. It's another history check. On the specific night he's talking about. It wouldn't have been last night. It would have been several nights before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like months ago. But
Yeah.
like, again, it would be a history check, but it would probably be kind of high.
There, we'll see whether the dice keep bullying Moria or not.
Ooh,
Never mind, 27!
27. Okay. There was... Okay, so yesterday was a meteor shower that had star bits.
Yeah.
Several months ago, there was another meteor shower that you could kind of get a good view from Villestown, but you do remember seeing something bigger than the average, like, meteorites. There were 7 in total, but you did not see where they landed, because they were pretty far away.
There. Yeah, okay. You see Moria sitting and thinking for a while until her eyes kind of lighten up, and then I think I do in fact know what you're talking about.
Do you?
It's been a while now, maybe a couple months, but I did see some bigger shapes. It seemed like there were some bigger meteors that fell. It was pretty far from here, though. I didn't exactly get a good grasp of where they would have landed. Just simply that it's quite far from here.
He kind of lets out a defeated sigh, and he kind of rubs the hand against the side of his face, and he's like, "Yeah, I kind of expected that." Looks a little disappointed.
I am sorry for that, but I can try and keep an ear open on the grapevine.
I would appreciate that a lot.
Should someone... So, there are those who I know another detective with a pretty good network more down south. I can ask her to keep an eye out, unless you might want to meet Lynn yourself.
I'm gonna roll history to see if he's heard of Lynn.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's an 18 on the dice. What's your modifier, buddy?
I think that's a yes. Yeah, don't worry, everybody. Moria and Lynn are besties.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, history is something he would have a stupid modifier in.
Let's go, Intcasters.
Yeah.
I say with a blood hunter and a wizard as part of my repertoire.
Oh, well, I was planning to go down there at some point, but if you could get in contact with her, I would appreciate that.
I can do so. Um, I can let Lynn know about you, and if you have an idea of when you'd like to meet her, I can also tell her.
I'm not sure when exactly. I've mostly just been traveling around and trying to search. Um,
Understandable.
hmm.
My greatest awareness is generally this area around the village town, but I'll keep an ear out if there's been any interesting news from further out.
He kind of nods. And he says, "Thank you."
Of course. Uh, I suppose if we're doing this, do you have an address I can reach you by or some way to communicate?
Here's where I roll another history check for him.
Mm-hmm. What's funny to me is theoretically, if your buddy has a plot device,
He does.
Moria can add him to the chat right now. Oh, buddy.
He does is the thing. The issue is he got it recently, so he's less likely to keep that in mind because he's so used to not having it.
Oh, fair.
So unless she says the words plot device, he's not gonna remember it.
Oh no, she'll mention it in a moment.
I think what he ends up going, well, I've been asking Professor Eureka to take messages for me. I can give you his address. He's kind of like looking around for something to write with.
Yeah, Moria will get him some paper and a pencil quick, and she nods to that. And if you got a plot device or some such, I can also connect you to the village town group chat we got going.
Oh,
There are a lot of people in there, so
oh, right.
it's easy to spread word.
Yes, I just got one recently, actually. I didn't know that. That was a 1 on the hammer space!
Oh, buddy! That's fun. That's fun.
Oh, hang on a second. He goes, I just got one recently. I have to remember where I put it, and he's gonna reach into his hammer space. His hammer space is in his hat. You've seen Mario RPG, you know how he pulls out items. Where the fuck is your fumble chart, babe?
Oh.
Right. And I'm gonna roll. That's a 2. Actually, no, let's do something else. It's a bit sad. That's a 15.
Oh?
Instead of, like, a plot device, what he...
Yeah?
Hang on, Luna just batted at my foot. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Okay.
She's saying hello.
Yeah.
Your foot is hers now.
Yeah. He pulls out what looks like some sort of metal. Like, I forgot, like, the actual proper term for them. It's a medal of honor, basically.
Oh, okay.
Something you would get if you're, like, in like, some sort of, I guess you could say, royal guard? His has the insignia that looks like a very fancy looking star. He holds it in his hand for a second, blinks, and puts it back into his hat before he tries rooting around again. Actually,
well, time.
What?
Time to roll again. Let's see if it's another fumble or not.
Yeah. It's a fumble if he rolls 5 or lower now, right?
Yep.
That's another fumble.
Fumble.
Alright, that's a 19 on the dice.
Which one's that? Which one's that?
You see him pull out a very, very old, worn, folded up piece of paper. On one, you can see, like, even as it's folded, it's a map. It's a hand-drawn map. And on the corner you're looking at, it says Forest Maze.
Oh my goodness. Like, Moria is just taking this, like, Moria's just casually taking this in as she drinks her tea. She's not really, like, reacting much. She's curious. I need them crying. That's great.
Alright. What he does now is that he actually takes off his hat to, like, keep digging through it. Do another one. That's another one, baby! Oh, I am
my goodness.
sobbing. It's a 5. Which one is that?
Oh, man.
He pulls out a can. He pulls out a can of a vintage-looking drink. On the label, it says Caro Caro's Cola.
Oh my goodness.
He's just like, that's not it either.
Oh my goodness. Moria is actually noting that down internally in, is that something Juby would like to pick around and find out with? Maybe Prof would as well.
There's no winning for him!
Oh, buddy. It's okay. I'm sure he'll get to more than a 5 soon.
He got a 1 on the fumble chart. He pulls out a stress toy, like a stress ball, in the shape of a out of character. It's a 1-up mushroom.
That's amazing. Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
He kind of just sets that one on the desk.
Oh, fair. If he gets a 1, and again, I hope he gets like a life shroom or something. That's amazing.
There's no winning for him.
I accidentally spoke it into existence. Sorry, bud.
Oh my god. Okay. Which one is that? He pulls out he pulls out what looks to be a small sort of kind of star-shaped object, and it glows in his hands as he pulls it out and sees what it is and immediately shoves it back in.
Was that an Invinci star?
No, it was a granted wish.
Oh my goodness. Cool. Moria's cool. Moria's continuing to not call, and she's just sitting here, man.
Oh, thank God! He's out! He's out! He made it out!
Oh, there you go! There you go! Man, that phone was really stuck deep in there, huh?
Oh my God! How long did that last?
That's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fumbles.
That lasted 5 minutes.
A fumble for each minute.
Oh my God. He pulls out, he finally pulls out the plot device. The expression he has on his face is, very much a nervous smile.
It's okay, dear. I've seen my nephews have fumbles. Well, Moria doesn't say it out loud. Maybe it wasn't quite this epic, but I've seen my nephews fumble before. It's fine.
That's my first one in years.
She tips her cup.
He kind of just puts his hat back on.
Uh-huh. Did he put the stuff back in there, or is there just a map of the?
No, he put everything except the stress ball back in.
Oh, but yep, fair. The stress ball is there for him now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he does.
I hope the phone's still out.
Yeah,
too.
He's holding the plot device.
Cool.
He's like, I'm actually not that. I guess you could say tech savvy.
Fair enough.
I don't know how these work.
Well, a brief TLDR is that their primary use is for long distance communication. You can call people with them, and you can send messages with them. The reason they appear is kind of a mystery. Whenever it's plot convenient, I suppose. I have heard apparently that occasionally one person gets it and then it spreads on to their friends, so she just kind of shrugs a bit. She's doing her best, but please understand she's a real kind.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Revati is not a tech person.
As for how you actually use them, how much have you fiddled with your plot device?
I only have one other person's contact information.
Okay.
That's about it. He was the one to put in his information.
Okay, well, how about I teach you how it is to get invited to a group then? Mind you, generally you do want to do this with either people you already know or with a place that seems alright. But how about this? And Moria pulls out her own plot device from her coat pocket, and she'll go ahead and well, I guess ask Revati the necessary details so she can actually send him a message, and she'll just send him the invite.
He has to go through his settings to find what the phone number is. It's like, I do not know.
No, that's so fair. Honestly, might offer to trade contact as well. This guy seems alright, at least. This guy seems alright. She's the 5-minute fumble made the decision for her. So, congrats, everybody. You now are well, it's not pen pals, but you and Moria have now traded contact numbers.
They're internet friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, you ever fumble for 5 minutes, make a complete fool of yourself, and then the lady across the desk from you is like, haha, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's alright. So, congrats, everybody is now in the AI group chat.
I wonder how long it will take for him to actually say something in it.
Yeah! It's cool, it's great. But, he has that now. There is the general group chat where whoever wants to talk can talk. There are also private DMs, where it is just between, you and another person. And there are also group DMs, so I don't think you'll need to worry about that too much for now. She's letting that be someone else's problem to explain. She doesn't want to overwhelm the guy right now.
Yeah, for what it's worth, he is nodding and listening along intently.
Mm-hmm.
No need to roll insight. This guy seems to enjoy learning new things.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's good. Uh, like she'll still wait on the group chat info so as to not overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Considering she just gave him a bunch of phone info, but like future problem, future problem.
Yeah.
It's not something too hard to explain. At least it'll be easier when the guy understands normal group chats and DMs. So.
Yeah.
Man, the Overfoot Moria is giving me right now is, oh, this guy's from space. Like, prof.
I mean, technically, but not exactly.
Yeah. She's not gonna say anything yet. Like, she literally just met this guy, but.
God.
Where is this like, oh, am I meeting another alien? Then that's cool.
Kind of. Like, he is still technically in quotes, from Satori. He's just not on the planet. So technically speaking, he is an alien.
It's fine. It's fine. It's cool and it's chill. Pretty sure Prof even gave the explanation on Starbitch, right? Or helped Juby explain. So it's like,
Yeah.
It all tracks.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's cool. Yeah, congrats, Revati.
Yeah.
The 5-minute fumble came in clutch.
I guess.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Like Moria will explain that, and like at that point she's gonna sip some more at her tea. Like, also just waiting to see if guys got any questions.
Oh yes, I did have another question. I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer.
Well, do tell.
I heard that Marion came through Villestown, recently. I was wondering if you have met him, and if so, if he knew where he went next?
Okay, so Moria hasn't met Marion, but she of course knows of him, but would she have known that Leo met the guy?
Yeah, that was brought up in chat.
Cool. She will then say, well, I have not met him personally, and I do not know where he's gone, but I can confirm that he's been here since he met my nephew.
There's another sigh. As he kind of rubs his head in his hands. And he's just, okay. Alright, it's fine.
I am now trying to think, has Leo met Marion multiple times?
I do a wiggly hand gesture. He's on the Feed Leo schedule.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really funny. I need to figure out how Maria's gonna say this. I think he is in the area, though, if that helps, cause, I've noticed he likes to help out. So, he's been helping out my nephew on occasion.
Oh, so he's nearby.
Yes. I don't know where exactly, but he's around often enough to help quite readily.
I heard he was delivering food?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like Marion.
Yeah, Marion She's not gonna explain more because, like, that's her nephew's personal business. Yeah, look, they all have an agreement for the feeding Leo rotation.
Yeah.
She still has only just met Revati, so.
Yeah, no, he's not curious about the specifically like why he's delivering food. He's like, yeah, that's Marion, all right. He would.
And he is.
And he is.
So, yeah, I haven't met him personally, but one of my nephews definitely has, possibly more of them have. Uh, if you manage to go to the Painted Lady Cafe, there is a chance you might be able to find him there, since I think that's where he was.
He kind of takes a moment and nods, and I'm gonna roll another hammer space for him because I think it would be interesting for him. Okay, he does not fumble again.
Oh, hey, he made it.
Thank God. He pulls out like what it is exactly is it's his spell book, but also a journal. It's basically his everything. And he writes down Painted Lady Cafe. Just so he can make a note of it, and he's like, right, thank you for that.
Of course.
I'm trying to figure out what else he would say.
It's all good. More like I poke at Moria, and all she's giving me is I'm in my lane, chilling, thriving.
Flourishing.
Definitely not putting. Yeah, flourishing. Definitely not putting the fumbles on repeat in her mental feature.
That's going in the cringe comp.
I'm sorry, everybody, but that was really funny.
Oh my god.
If it helps, she probably won't speak about this. Oh, but she is remembering it, that's for sure.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Ugh. I think, she's not like a tiny bit curious about this guy who just rocked up in here.
She is very curious, but also technically this guy's here as a client, so like...
Yeah.
She has admittedly gotten a whole bunch of implications.
Yeah.
As is. Like, the immediate things she can think of are all really personal, and she literally just met the guy, so like...
That's fair.
Like, I think I think on her own end she'll ask, if someone I do know does come across to start a wishing piece, is there anything I should be aware of?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. He kind of takes a second to like think before he just goes. They can be pretty powerful. In Fruit Country, stars are known for the energy they provide and the magical resources they provide. But wishing pieces in particular are very powerful, and if in the wrong hands, they can do drastic things. That's
good.
That's also why I'm trying to find him as soon as I can.
good to know. How volatile are they? Is it someone? Is it something that needs to be worried about as soon as it's picked up?
No. It it's uh I'm the Avi. I'm also trying to figure out how to put this into words. He's like,
No
it's
worries.
it's less on its own and how it reacts to another person. It's in the name basically. It's a wishing piece.
Ah,
It's if not kept track of, it can grant some not so good wishes, especially in the wrong hands.
good to be aware of.
But
Moria internally, admittedly, is going, wow, this sure is a lot of information you're telling me. Is this something you should be telling me right off the bat?
I'm sorry to say that this is in character for him.
I mean, she's definitely noting it down. Thankfully, everybody's telling this to Moria, so, like, A, she's noting this down, and B, she will try to, get this information across the network in a safe way. So, like,
Yeah.
she'll let her body know if she finds something, and the rest of the office is gonna be informed of
And
this.
it's like, yeah, they're around. They're like they're basically magical artifacts.
Yeah, yeah. Which, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But
Well, you can, like, your body can see that Moria is very much noting that down. Well,
yeah, I'm sorry to say it's in character for him. The first time he appeared, he did just launch into like a 10-minute exposition rant.
love him. Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
in his mind, Moria is helping him, so she deserves to know that much at least, so she knows what to be aware of.
I mean, she definitely appreciates it. It's nice just being able to hear things from people. But, Moria voice, well, I've been cursed with knowledge. Better put it to good use.
uh, but he goes, but on their own, they're mostly inert.
Okay. Thanks for informing me of that. Do you know how many are out there?
By my count, 7.
Okay. I cannot promise that getting any information will come soon, but I'll be keeping an ear out. So I'll inform you when something is found.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, even just having someone keeping a lookout helps a lot, really.
Of course.
Excuse me.
No worries. I'll inform Lynn of events as well, and that you might visit her in time.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a pretty widespread network herself.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Mm. I am now trying to think, are there any particular like, is there anyone else in particular she'd want to contact for this? But, like, she's gonna see like Azumi, Camille, and the others as soon as she heads onto the Layton house, I'm sure. And she will also see Prof. The great thing is that Moria is a detective, so she really does have a lot of connections,
Yeah.
huh? um, mostly I'm just now thinking about Moria is gonna tell Prof about this, and that if he hears word that he keeps an ear open himself, considering how much he travels. But that's going to be fun for Prof to hear about. I'm sure he too gets to be cursed with knowledge.
I am apologizing to Prof directly.
So, look, she has this. She might as well inform the other adults of the cursed knowledge she has, you know?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Oh my god.
So yeah, she'll be letting people know. In this case, while she is going to tell Prof about this, she isn't going to mention to Revati, considering Prof's kind of keeping his own alien shenanigans under wraps. So, but she'll say that she has some friends who like to travel a fair bit. So
yeah, I think what Revati says, and if there's any updates from my end, I can let you know as well.
Thank you.
But is there anything else I should do for help this poor man?
Yeah. Moria will help take him through these steps and figure out the payment and how things will go normally.
Yeah.
She'll just casually teach him / speedrun him through the steps. So what do you do at an office?
Yeah. He's like
how not to get scammed at one. You know, normal things like that.
Yeah, he's my man is so out of his depth.
It's okay, that's why he's learning now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with that, he does give her a thankful nod, and he's just like, again, thank you for agreeing to help me.
Of course.
And that's all I got.
I do have one last thing, and it's just simply, well, if I do come across Marion, I can tell him his friend Revati's nearby.
Would you please? I would appreciate that so much.
I can do that. Well, pleasure doing business with you then.
Right, you as well. And he kind of adjusts his hat and gives you a smile and nods. And he's gonna walk out.
Yee. Yeah, Moria will see him off with a wave of her own, and she'll then see about actually closing the office and heading on over to the boys. Well, time to curse some certain people with knowledge. She's definitely not looking forward to the reactions, because if she gets to hear this, so do they.
You could just say they're powerful artifacts, man.
Yeah, I mean, she will, and that's what she'll tell most people, but she's cursing Prof and Tome in particular. It's her right, you understand?
Yeah. Sibling behavior.
Just maybe.
Right.
Oh. With that, thank you for this FPS. This has been an absolute blast.
Thank you for playing with me. And thank you for our listening audience, both now and in the future. We are going to bid you a good time zone. Bye.
Bye.